Hey everybody, so I have a fun video for you today. Excuse me. I have my little list here, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you, I believe 11 ways, we'll see, 11 ways on how to use washi tape in your planners. If you're anything like me and have an addiction to washi tape, and have like a ton, but maybe struggle on figuring out like how you can maximize the amount of washi tape you use in your planner so you really feel like you're not wasting your products and making the most of the money that you've spent on everything. I'm going to show you a few ways on how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and find an empty week in my happy planner. Here we go. The first way you can use washi in your planner is as the header covers. So if you don't have headers, like header stickers to cover your headers, or you just want to switch things up and you want to try something new, you can use washi. So these thin washi tapes are about 1/4 inch thick. You can get washi in a lot of different sizes, but the thin ones, most of them that I find, are about 1/4 inch thick, which is the exact width of the thickness of the headers. Anyway, so I have this one right here, which I believe is a Mambi one. I'm pretty sure this one actually came with the kit that I got from Costco. See, fits on there perfectly. And what I do to rip off my washi tape, you can use an X-Acto knife if you want, but I find you have to be a lot more careful with that method. What I do is I take an old gift card or like a credit card or something, and you just line it up where you want the rip to be, and you just take it and go pop. And I didn't do that very carefully, but usually, and the thinner ones are harder, but it'll rip it off in a pretty straight line. So, way number 1, washi tape as headers. Way number 2, you can use washi tape as bottom washi, of course. The name of it is self-explanatory, but most people use, I wouldn't say most people, I don't know if most people do, but a lot of people who use like sticker kits and stuff will use sticker washi, which is what I've done in my videos before. But if you're using the Mambi, the bottom part is a lot thinner, so you can use like a standard size washi tape. If you have the Erin Condren, you can use a wide washi tape like this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate. Apparently make myself look crazy. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this off. See? Nice straight line. And as you can see, some of the pattern on the bottom is showing through. If that doesn't bother you, then you can just leave it like this. If it does, you can go ahead in with a second layer, and with most washis, especially washis with pretty generic basic patterns, like this one's a polka dot, it won't, like, doubling up the washi won't obscure the pattern. So going in with a second layer, ripping it again, and as you can see, you can probably see it if you get it at the right angle, but for the most part you cannot see the, like in person, you can't see the pattern underneath. So there you go. Way number 2, use washi as bottom washi. Imagine that. Alright, way number 3 is to use washi to cover a full box area. So I'm going to take my wider one, which is this one, which is not quite wide enough for the full box. And I'm going to put that down right there. And then if you really wanted to, you could try and line up the patterns like it, if it would really bother you if they're not lined up. You can do that if you want, of course, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to bother. Just so that it goes by a little bit faster. I actually don't mind how it looks when it's like not lined up. It gives it kind of like a cool zigzaggy look. So you can do it like that, down, and for this you can use any width of washi tape, but it is a little bit easier to use the thicker one because it's faster, really. But if that doesn't matter to you, and you know, you can use whatever one you want. Alright, and then you could do it that way, or you can put it like this, long ways, and you could even just have, like, you can cover half a box if you're not going to use the whole box and you just want half of it to be decorative. You know, the sky is the limits with washi tape. Seriously, washi tape is like a miracle product. You can use it for so many things. And you can do it like that. So, way number 3 as full boxes. Okay, number 4, date covers. Now, if you have an Erin Condren, the date area is smaller, so you can use like a basic sized washi tape that's about 1/2 inch thick will work, because that's the thickness of the date spot on the Erin Condren. This is a little bit thicker on the Happy Planner, and I'm going to be showing you, well, not really showing you, but I'm going to tell you 2 options, and I guess I'll tell you while I cover it up. I'm going to cut off this so that it's straight. Ooh, I'm throwing things around here. Okay, so while I cover this up, you can either, this really only applies to the Happy Planner, what I'm about to tell you, because it's kind of pointless in the Erin Condren if you have date cover stickers. But if you have Erin Condren sized date cover stickers, but you want to use them in your Happy Planner, usually this is 1/2 inch thick. I don't know if you can tell. Let me raise it a little bit so you can see. I'm lining that up. That is 1/2 inch thick. So obviously the numbers on the Happy Planner go above that. So if you were to just stick the date covers on the Happy Planner, like the Erin Condren date covers on the Happy Planner, just as is, they would not cover the dates completely. Which is a bummer, because I mean that's the whole point of the date cover stickers, obviously. So what you can do if you want to use those in your Happy Planner is cover your dates with some washi. And what I would suggest is taking maybe, this one's a little too thick, but you could cut it if you really wanted. But I would suggest taking maybe like a 1/2 inch one, because I think you could fit 2 1/2 inch ones on there pretty easily. You saw that I put one on the bottom and then one on the top, and they're really only overlapping in the middle, and you can definitely still see the numbers through, especially at the top where there's only 1 layer here, and the words where there's only 1 layer here. But if you were to put 2 layers on the bottom and then 2 layers on the top, it would be basically completely covered. And then all you would have to do is take the date covers, and you could line them up on the bottom if you want. You could line them up in the middle so you've got washi on the top and bottom, kind of like a border. It'd be really cute. And then yeah, you just put those on there, and then the dates are completely covered, and then you got the really cute washi border around it. So I mean, there you go. I think that was a pretty clever idea. Okay, so that is way number 4. to use them as date covers in your weekly spread. Okay, number 5. Let me read my list here. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna need to get my Erin Condren for this one. Alright, and I will find a empty leak in here. Awesome. Okay, so as you can see, the difference between the Happy Planner and the Erin Condren, well, one of the many differences, is that there is no gap in between the daily columns on the Happy Planner. There is, however, a gap on the Erin Condren. Now, if you like this gap, obviously go ahead and leave it alone. If you have an Erin Condren and you don't like the gap, washi tape it. Simple as that, guys. Washi tape it. Now, I do have thinner washi tapes that would fit in this, but I honestly just don't feel like going to get any of them. So I'm going to be lazy, and I'm just going to take this one that I use for the headers and go ahead and put this down. Now, seeing the lines through that, I don't know if you can see them. Seeing the lines through the washi tape bothers you, then, you know, do a second layer. You can go through and cover that gap if it really bothers you having the, because I know for some people, the fact that the Erin Condren has this watercolor kind of behind the date covers, and then it fades and it's only in this upper portion of the gaps, that bothers some people. It doesn't really bother me, I don't care, but for some people it does. And if it bothers you, you can go ahead and cover that with washi so it's uniform. You could even cover it with a solid colored washi that matches your monthly color, or you know, the color of your page, or a black one if you have the neutral, you know, whatever you want to do, just cover it up if you don't like it for some reason. And in the Happy Planner, if you're not planning on using full box stickers or like stickers that span the full length of the box, and you want some kind of like more separation between the days, you can go ahead and take a skinny washi and run it down here, and it'll give you a more visible separation of the days. So if you like the gap in the Erin Condren but you have a Happy Planner, that is one way to achieve a similar idea. Okay, so that's the end of number 5. Number 6 is going into your monthly section. Now, if you have an event or a vacation or something that is going to span more than one day, a good idea is to take some washi. I'm sorry if I'm not like using enough patterns, but I'm just using what was sitting on my desk, so you know, easy peasy, right? Okay, so say you have an event that's going to last from the 14th to the 18th. All you have to do, take your washi, and you can use any thickness you want, like you can use a standard size, you can use a skinny size, depending on how much other stuff you have to write in those days and how much room you need. You take whatever size you think you need, whatever your heart desires, and just take the washi and run it along the bottom on all the days of that event. And then there you go. You have that washi, and you can see just by looking at it how long that event is. And then you can put like a label sticker here naming the event. And then if you have more than one event that lasts more than one day in a month, you can go ahead and take another washi. Say you have another event that goes from the 20th to the 22nd, you know, for example. Take another washi of a different color, and if you really want some difference then of a different size. And run that along the bottom of all the days in that event. And it's the same idea. And then if you have multiple events for a month, then you use a different washi for every event. That way you can easily look at the different events and the length of them. I actually really like that idea. I'm going to use that when I go on vacation. Okay, where's the day that I was using all the washi? Where did it go? What did I do with it? There it is. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that is way number 6. Number 7. I'll demonstrate. Okay, so you can do this in your Mambi planner if you have a Mambi hole punch or like a disc bound hole punch. Or you could do this in your personal size planner, like your disc bound planner, and just use a hole punch. And I am talking about putting washi on the binding to cover it. Now, I'm just going to do it in a personal size page because it's going to drive me crazy if I try and do this. Okay, so you just take that, and if you have a really large washi, actually, if like you have this and you don't mind the binding kind of being like that thick, you could just take it on one side and overshoot it. So I don't know how else to say that. So that, you know, only half the washi is on the paper, and then you could cut off the sides and fold it over, and you cover both sides at once, basically. You only have to use one piece of washi. Or you can take a smaller washi and you can line it up like this. Ooh. And then cut off the excess. And all you have to do is, if I can reach it, just take a normal hole punch, like an office hole punch, and punch the holes back through. Now, I usually don't do this. I usually just use my hole punch reinforcements because I find that the washi tape kind of gets stuck in my hole punch. But if you don't have that problem, then this is a good idea. Oh, see, like that. That just got stuck. And it kind of janked up the edge, but you know, if you're more patient than me, then you can use that. And see how cute that looks though? Like that does look really cute. And if you want to use like a patterned sticker, like if you have a long sticker or something, that might be easier because it'd probably be thicker. I do suggest hole punching, even though the holes will be harder to see, hole punching this way, like with the washi up rather than with the washi down, because it does get, I find that it's less likely to get stuck and gunked up if you do it like this. Or if you don't mind doing this, you could put you could put one strip of washi on the front, and on the same page put one strip of washi on the back, and then hole punch, and then you won't have the issue of the stickiness because they'll be stuck together, so there's no exposed sticky, if that makes sense. But if you're like me and you do 1 week at a time, like spreads 1 week at a time, and you don't really like to put pattern things on the other week before you do it, because you know, you don't know if that's what you're gonna want. If I'm making any sense at all, probably just rambling. That's why I don't do that, but there's an idea. So that is number 7. All right, so way number 8. And I actually have I'm not going to do it again, but I have an example to show you, I believe. Did I do it in this planner? Oh, I hope I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So it irks me to no end when planners in the monthly section, like it doesn't, I don't know why, it doesn't bother me so much in the Mambi planner, probably because I don't really use the monthly section that much, but also because in my particular one, the weekends are highlighted, so they're separated in some way, and then it starts on Monday, and then the monthly starts on Sunday. But for some reason, in my personal planner, it bugs me to no end that the monthly section starts on Sunday. Actually, you know what? You know what it is? It's not that. Both sections start on Sunday. I think that's why it doesn't bother me in my Happy Planner, because I don't use the monthly section that much, and the weekly section does start on Monday. I have the Recollection Spiral Bound Planner. The monthly and weekly sections start on Sunday, and that bugs me so much, because even though technically the week, I think technically the weeks are supposed to start, like the first day of the week is technically Sunday, I think. I see my week as starting on Monday, so it throws me off when it starts on Sunday. So what I do is I take a thin piece of washi and I cover up the days. And then you could take, if you have stickers that say the weeks or the days of the week already on it, you can stick those on here if they're small enough. But I don't have anything like that, and I don't feel like writing super tiny on the days of the week. So I just take some leftover tile letter stickers that I have, and I put those over the washi. I just use a little bit of glue to make sure they're secure, and I stick those down. So that is another way. That is way number 8. Cover the days of the week in your monthly section if that bothers you that it starts on Sunday, because it bothers me. And I do use my monthly section in my personal planner more than I use it in my Happy Planner, so that's why I do that. Okay, number 9. Use washi tape to tape down sticky notes. Now I have some sticky notes, and if I have a plan with me where I use nothing but sticky notes on my spread, and if you go and watch that, you can see that I'm trying to, I try to use my tape runner to tape them down, but something weird was happening. Sometimes the cartridges that you get for this particular glue runner, every once in a while you'll get a dud, and it doesn't like to roll properly. So not wanting to waste the tape roll that I had, I was struggling, it was out of the thing and it was ripped, and I was hand putting it, it was annoying. Eventually I just got some wet glue and I started using it, I think. But a way to avoid that and to add a little bit more color and pattern to your page is to use tape to tape them down. Some of the really cutesy sticky notes don't have all that much sticky on them, and they're not really made to be a permanent fixture on a page. This one, the sticky on this one isn't that bad, but it definitely is going to pop up like this, and it's not going to be super cute for a super long time. So, and by that I mean it's going to pop out of your planner. And if it's something that you want to stay in your planner and you're not, you're using it as a decorative item and not as a way to temporarily write things in your planner, then a good way to get it stuck in there real good is to use washi tape. And you can just use it on the top if you want. Like if you want to be able to lift it up and write more things under it, then you could definitely top. Or if you want the whole thing stuck down, then girl, go ahead and stick it down. Right? Like that. And there you go. Now it's permanently in there. I actually haven't done this, but I do plan on doing a part 2 to my nothing but sticky notes planning challenge, so I might use this in there. I don't know if that's cheating though. If you think that's cheating, go ahead and leave me a comment down below letting me know, because I'm not sure. I don't think it, I mean, I'm making up the rules. It's my own challenge, so hey. Okay, so that's number 9. Number 10, and I was only going to do 10, but then I thought of another idea, so it's going to be 11. Okay, you can use them as decorative flags. So if you want a cute, like if say you have like a weekend banner, but you want to pizzazz it up a little bit, you can go ahead and take some washi, cut a piece off, and then you take the bottom and fold it on the non-sticky part. So the sticky part is exposed right here. You want to fold it so that the two non-sticky parts are together, and then you're going to cut from the corner, depending on how like exaggerated you want your little flag tips to be. You would, you know, change the angle. I don't want mine that exaggerated, so I'm going to go from the corner to the center and just snip off a piece. And then you get like a cute little flag. And you just take that and stick it down. And you just take and then you take another piece and you cut them at different lengths. So I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter. Oh, that still has tape on it. I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the non-sticky part and fold it over on itself and cut a little triangle off. And put a little flag on there. And then you can just keep doing it until you have like the whole two boxes covered up. Or you could just do this and, you know, put little stickers on it. Super, super cute, if I do say so myself. So that's way number 9. I'm trying to make this fast. Like, I don't want to make it too fast because I want to explain, but at the same time, I don't want to drag it on. So, because you guys know I love to ramble, apparently. Okay, number 11, the last idea that I had is to take a project life card. And this idea is more so for, like, when I thought of it, I thought of like the big happy planners and how people do like memory planning in it. Basically, it's like a way to do like a daily scrapbook type thing. I actually have one, and I've been really bad about keeping up with it, but I want to, so I think I'll probably use this idea in there. It's basically a way to add extra surface area to put pictures or do journaling or, you know, whatever you want. So you just take a project life card, line it up to wherever you want it to be, take some washi tape, and while like I hold it in place with these 2 fingers, I just find that easier, and then you just stick it down. Got my little handy dandy ripping tool, rip that off, and you could definitely keep it just like this, and I like to run my fingernail along where the edge of the card is to kind of secure it a little bit more, gets all the sticky down in there. But to make it really secure, I like to fold it over, so fold the flap over on itself, and then get more washi, and then I hold it with my 2 fingers again, and then stick some of that down on this side too. And then again with the little fingertip, well, with my nail really. And then that thing is like really in there now. So you add some more surface area and you can write some journaling. If you have like more to-dos, like if you know you're gonna have like extra things to do on Friday or so, and these Project Life cards cover almost 2 entire boxes. So if you only want it to be on one day, you could definitely cut it in half, you know? But yeah, I really like this idea. So there you go, some extra surface area. I actually had one more idea. Wasn't gonna put it in here because I'm not gonna demonstrate it, but I can tell you about it. You know what? My unofficial number 12 to add extra pages if you do not have a punch. So you just, let's see, do I have something I can like put up against it I'll just use this. So basically what you would do, so you would take the page that you want to attach it to, and make sure only that page is on this side. Then you take the page you want to attach and line it up, like basically take the edges and stick those suckers together. And then all you would do is run, like you do exactly what I did with this. You run a piece of washi tape on this side so it sticks together, and then you're going to flip the whole thing over to the other side, and this would of course be attached, and then put another piece right there, and then you can fold it over to whichever week you want. And that's a way to add more surface area, more area for to-dos, memories, whatever you're doing. There you go. There's my tips and suggestions on how to make the most of your washi stash in your planners. I hope that some of these ideas were helpful or interesting or at least new to you. These are ideas that I do want to be, like I myself want to do more because I have so much washi, and although I use it a lot, like I feel like I'm not making as much of a dent as I want to be. Like I personally get such a feeling of satisfaction once I go through a product, like once I finish a product, like I feel like I got my money's worth once I finish it. So I want to use my washi more often, so this is how I am going to be doing that. I'm also going to be doing a plan with me, using these techniques like in an actual plan with me. So if you're interested in that, keep posted on my channel. Go ahead and subscribe so you can get a notification when that video goes up. If you like this video and you like the idea of it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know down below if any of these ideas were helpful to you, and if you like this kind of like informative, like I don't know what to call this, like I don't know, informational video. If you like these kind of videos, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what other kinds of videos you would like to see. I am going to be posting a video probably after this one, asking some questions, and I really would like your guys' feedback on it. So keep an eye out for that video because that one is going to be really important to me. I'm rambling now. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more. Thank you so much to everybody who has entered my giveaway. It is still open. The last day to enter is February 28th, so there's still quite a bit of time. If you haven't entered yet, go ahead and check that out. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye, guys.